everyone. Welcome to the Amers podcast.
Hola, señores and señoritas.
We're here with Pariah and Ace. And basically, long story short, we were over here talking about a new project that we were talking about. If you want to know more about that, please leave the like and subscribe. If we get to 100 likes, I can talk about more about what we're going to do.
Please,
But
we
in the
need to eat this month.
stop trying to put this into a social arrangement.
Please, I haven't seen my therapist in 3 weeks.
We need the money. I've been in Brian's basement for too long.
He needs the
haven't-
anime.
I-
Please
I
help our
haven't had a proper
Patreon.
shower in 3 months. Help me, please. I don't know what it's like to eat. All I've been eating is rocks.
Then how the heck are you able to survive with just rocks?
I've also survived on plants. Please.
Wait, really?
Relatable.
Oh.
Help me, please. Master Dubby needs a sock. Please, so he can be free.
Not
Don't
yet.
make me eat my
I'm
dog.
in the recording. I'm in the recording.
Don't make me eat my dog.
If you heard something, that's my little brother. He's a real saint.
Time to eat my dog and cats. I'm sorry, babies. Okay, I'm sorry. We're getting off topic. The topic was talking about graduation since it's that time, and also like what we're planning on doing for vacation. Since we've basically been on a 3-week hiatus.
I'm planning on going to in the country where my grandmothers are. She's real lonely after her grandpa died, so I want to help her.
Where is that at?
Like near Massachusetts. So basically, still in Texas, but near Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna celebrate anybody graduating this year?
I can celebrate my ex graduating, but I don't think she wants to see me.
We ain't gonna talk about that, sorry. Well, I have several friends that are actually graduating, not just my sister.
No, I have I have my boy I have my boy Alex graduating this year. But I hope they're okay because after all the shit they've been through over there.
Yeah. I have so many. I have 2 of my girl best friends who are actually a couple, and I love them to death because they're the only females I talk to. I don't have any female
So
friends.
I am not one of your female friends. Congratulations, Anastasia. You just
girly, you are one of my best friends, but you're not my girl best friend. You're my male best friend. But you know what?
I'm one of the male best friends. Let's go, bitches.
Oh my god. I didn't say they were my best friends. I just said they were my friends, bitch.
Don't mind me third wheeling. Don't mind me.
My goodness. Oh my god, girlies. But no, literally, they've been a couple for at least about a year. Which, fun fact, it's actually gonna be me and my boyfriend's 2-year anniversary on the day on the day they graduate. So, yeah, it's June 1st.
How long has it been since you two dated? Basically,
2 years.
No.
Almost
like
2
how?
years. So.
That guy better fucking propose. If that good nigga does not propose,
hey yo,
I'm gonna just tell you right now, he's probably gonna be watching this. So, yeah. Hi, Gabe. I love you.
that nigga, that boy is gonna be like this. Oh shit! I better get a ring. He start going to the.
He's like, oh shit, here we go again.
Can I be counted as the best man?
Question. Oh,
yes.
I got 2 questions. Okay, does Gabe know Spanish?
No, but you know what he says? Here, every time when I speak a little bit of Spanish, he's like, those pancakes taste real good. And I'm like, you know what? Pancakes do really sound good. He's like, see what I mean? Pancakes!
Okay, that's question 1. Okay, question 2. Isn't Owl a senior in his whatchamacallit in his school?
Yeah.
Wow. Owl graduating this year. Yay.
Oh, woo.
He's not here so we can celebrate him graduating.
Yeah.
So,
but oh my god, I never thought my sister would graduate. Honestly, she's been struggling with her. She's been struggling with her classes, but she just got a tassel, which this one was because of her dual credit and maybe because of her TSI and everything, but I never got one. Which I'm not really bothered with it. I'm just glad I graduated and got the hell out of there because our school is something. So yeah. But I also know a few other people that I know are graduating, and I can't wait to go there and be like, yeah, we did it, besties, let's go. Woo! Oh,
I know. I can't wait to just talk to them. Basically, say this: "Welcome to adulthood. You're going to be paying a lot of bills, stress, anxiety, bullshit.
well,
Congratulations."
it's gonna be less. It's gonna be
Oh,
less
don't
stress.
forget,
It's gonna be
don't forget
less
about
stress.
parents.
It's gonna be less stress when you're going to college because you can make up your own schedule, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Been there.
So, but also it's like you don't have a strict dress code. Like you don't have like as long as you're not like literally coming to school butt ass naked, you don't really have like like a big strict dress code. Which means I can wear my ripped fucking jeans. I have 2 pairs of ripped jeans. Now I've never been really able to wear them at school because we've had to wear tights over it and it sucks ass.
Ooh.
Yeah. It really does suck ass because I hate having to do that because I just want to show my the emo in me. I just want to show it, but I
Your
can't.
inner emo. Your
Yeah,
inner emo self.
my inner self that I don't get to wear because that I don't get to show because my dad gets all like my baby girl cannot wear that stuff. She cannot be like
My I don't
worshiping
want
the
my
devil.
I don't want my daughter dressing like a tramp like every other girl. No, that's not
Like
me.
I don't show my stomach anything. I'm very conservative when it comes to dressing. But I don't mind like sometimes I do like to wear like just way more tomboyish. Or like just like to be like comfortable. But I also really just enjoy sometimes dressing up like a girl. But it's like very rare because back when I was like a little kid, I used to be obsessed with like the color pink and being very girly and everything. Luckily, I grew out of that. I grew up and I woke up one day and said, "Why the fuck am I dressing up like a girl? I want to be a fucking hot ass tomboy. Fuck all y'all."
Well,
But
I
still,
want to be a
still
I want to be a
dress up for black
wizard
and white.
whenever I come in. I want to be a wizard.
But
Right.
yeah, I basically just like I was just so tired. I guess growing up, being like my dad's little girl, always thinking that I had to be dressing up like a female, being more feminine. Which, fuck my dad because honestly, he's just I hate him so much. I'm not being like I'm not even joking. Like it's just he's so like stuck into the old traditions. He thinks that all the girls have to dress up, have to have long hair, be dressing girly, shave their legs, blah blah blah. And honestly, it's your body. You can do what the fuck what you want. But luckily, we don't have to do with that. Anyways, I'm sorry getting off topic. I just had to go on that little rant.
No.
Anyways,
We're all going
for
on topic, but that's the power of podcast.
yeah,
We can say anything, really.
for me, I'm really just glad to start summer because hopefully I'll have a job by then, and my sister will too, hopefully. Also, because I will be learning how to drive, and hopefully by the time school starts, I will have my driver's license. I have to get a new battery because my car, Walmart won't confess that the batteries are shit, and that was a waste of $114, almost 116 for my battery because ever since I got it replaced, it hasn't been able to come on, and they were like, "Oh, you just have to start it up every day because your battery is bigger." Which no, the fuck it isn't. My battery is like the good. My battery is the perfect size for my car. Like that's the size it has to be in order for it to
You
even
can't just buy
start.
a $1 million battery for a gosh darn little like literally little.
Like you have to pay like specific batteries have to fit a specific car. So for my car, since my car is kind of like a sports car, it needs a big battery. So they just didn't want to fess up and give me my money back.
They knew
So
they were wrong.
they knew that they did something. They didn't want to fess up. So I am just gonna hopefully get a new battery this time. But luckily, like any automotive, if you have a bad battery, you just take your car to go get the new battery, and they'll take in the old battery and get you a discount. You get like a discount off of it, which is good. Because I've been having this problem since the end of January, beginning of February. So yeah, but I do know I am going to Bryan for at least a few days. Because my mom's Presbyterian grave church thing, they're having like a reunion for the 100th anniversary, I think. I don't remember. But if you don't know what Presbyterian is, it's an old English religion. It's what us Irish and Czechoslovakia and Czech, if any of y'all know or care. But they are basically Presbyterians are very we don't force people into religion. I say we, but I'm not religious. What they basically do is that they don't force religion onto people. They don't force their culture onto people. But they're really chill. They were known to. I mean, it's kind of like Catholic, but it's a little bit different. In a way as to where they grow up to learn and accept everyone. This is from what I know because my mom is Presbyterian, but they basically grew up learning to love everyone, accept everyone for who they are, and all that. So that's what we're going there for, and she just wants to go there so that she can flaunt us, be like, look at my kids, yes. And actually, my great grandfather, which I actually met growing up before he did pass away. I believe I was eight or nine when he passed away. But it is very rare for people to actually grow up and experience having a great grandfather. So he's buried there. My grandfather's buried there, and my grandmother is actually buried there. Because they're all Presbyterian. So that's where we're going. Now, as to later on, I don't know because my mom is doing summer school. But I know me and my boyfriend are probably gonna just gonna stay at my house and enjoy just being with each other.
Can I tag along?
That's about it. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing in July, but I mean, hopefully, I have a job and can move out by the time school starts because I'm so tired of living here.
Same here.
That's about it.
Hopefully this year I can just basically
Hold on, I'll be right back. You continue.
And basically, hopefully one day I can just get out of this car. If I don't get out by 22, leave this house by 22, I'm basically gonna straight up kill myself because
You better not.
I will.
You better not.
I better not.
Yeah.
I think all of us can agree that after you turn 18, you realize I mean, just in general, after you, well, at least out of high school, when you realize, man, living with my parents suck because since you're home almost 24/7 unless you are employed, they make you do all of the washing the dishes.
Oh, here's the
making
thing. I
sure
still
the
do
clothes
that
get
type of
done.
stuff. I basically straight up just.
They make you do chores around the house, basically.
I just basically straight up just do everything around the house. Clean,
Yeah.
wash laundry. And I still work a
Yeah.
job, so I still be stressed as fuck. So I don't really.
That's why I can't wait to move out, really. That's my goal for this year is to move out so that way I can just have my own privacy because as my friends know but nobody else knows, and I'm gonna tell everybody now because I really don't give a fuck. It's hard out here. These times are hard. I'm living in my garage. Why are you now people might be asking why the hell you live in your garage? Well, because when this house was being rebuilt because it burned down a long time ago, when it was being rebuilt, they didn't we had asked to have this at the time we didn't know we were going to have this house. Like my mom did not know this house was going to be hers because my grandfather, my mom's dad, gave her the house. Basically they didn't think about it, and so they didn't change the garage into a room, which they were going to, but they, like I said, they didn't know. And then afterwards, after they realized that this was gonna be ours, they were like, "Well, shit, maybe we should have." So, yeah. Now there's 6 of us in this house, and there's only 3 bedrooms. No, there's only 4 bedrooms. You do the math. I've had to stay with my sister in the same room for about 17, 18 years. So, yeah. Trust me, it's not the best. I mean, I am glad I got my own room, but it's not the best because it's very small and cramped in here, and I want my own space and my own privacy. And the other good thing, and I think everyone can agree in this podcast and outside the podcast in general, living on your own, it kind of feels good because you can make up your own schedule. You won't have other people annoying you unless you have just shitty neighbors. But you basically are in charge of your own chores, and you basically only have to clean like a few dishes because you're the only one living there unless you bring over family 24/7, which that is not me because I like to be a literal enigma. I'd rather be neither seen nor heard. I just don't want to exist. So I'd rather be in my own house. Besides, I've always been the type to like Halloween and just I like to make my house look like what I want my house to look like, which is gothic, but also have like goals and maybe some like fake spider webs and like cauldrons and pumpkins, but I also want to add butterflies and roses to it because I still have that girliness in me, but I love roses and I love butterflies. So
I feel like I need to like get some heart medication every time I go to your house because I feel like I'm gonna get scared.
because I just love it. I want my basically in my theory.
No, no,
I
no.
don't
I
want
get
to
it.
add
I get
pumpkins.
it. Don't worry. I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, I have a theme. Like I just kind of want to make it like ethereal, but like kind of like spooky, kind of looking like death, but like also showing that there's beauty between it. Like there's nothing to be scared of death. I mean, there in some cultures like the Hispanic culture, there's Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead, where they actually celebrate and remember the ones that they've lost, which I actually love because I had to do a report in Spanish. But it made me open my eyes just to see skulls are not just something that is a part of our body. It's also a semblance of that could be an afterlife. There's also something where it shows that it gives people hope. So sometimes skulls and like coffins, they don't mean just death. A lot of people think that, and my family, well, at least my dad, thinks anything that has to do with Halloween is kind of sadistic because that's just how my dad is.
You're going too far
But
off topic.
I'm just saying like that. But anyways, that's just the goal of like that's just like a freedom of what I'm hoping I can have this summer, or at least coming up before school. And I think everyone can agree that it'll be nice that once we get off, like get out of the house and earn enough money, we can have our own responsibilities.
Oh,
And that's the good thing. That's also the good thing about just moving out. I mean, not moving out, just like graduating a college or high school or whatever you're graduating from, because everybody graduates differently. But it's like a show that you finally finish like the first part and one of the hardest parts of living is your school, your elementary to high school years. And then, as you get older, you start getting a job, and then you actually get to do what career you want,
I'm doing
because you're
graphic
going to do
design.
that, which is what you get to do as you're growing up in college. And yeah, college might be hard depending on what school. Like if you're in an Ivy League, like if you want to be a lawyer, so like Harvard or Yale, or if you want to be a doctor, which you have to go through so many years. But like if you're doing something like what I want to do, which is fine arts, and I actually want to get a master's degree, it may not be so hard, but you gotta also think that there are projects. So like each place, each career has different things that you have to do. Some are more dangerous, some of them are more less perplexed. But yeah, that's another phase of life. And then the next phase of life is getting your own job, the job you've always wanted in your career.
True.
And living the life that you've always wanted to, that you never want, which mine is to finally have enough money to be financially stable. I never had that in life.
I can
it's always
say
hard.
sorry for interrupting you, but
No, you can go ahead. It's fine.
it's just like I can say for the people who are graduating. There's some people who already know what they're going to do. There's some people that's going to be like, I graduated, so what now? I wasn't really talented at anything. And then there's some people in there that's going to be like, oh God, it's like they already had like handed stuff to them. So basically, like the
Yeah.
basketball players,
And
some of
also
them,
like college is not for everybody, and that's perfectly okay. Like a lot of people, and a lot of people, we can understand, probably understand this because we've heard this, but a lot of people think college is the best thing for you to get a
Mariah
job,
had said,
but you can understand that,
Mariah
like,
had said shit.
I was just like testimony on like Tia's part, but
Yeah,
like,
I get it. But I'm just
yeah,
letting you
like
know.
not everybody has to go to that college,
I'm
go
just
to
letting you
college
know.
to be successful.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know
Yeah.
Pariah hasn't said shit about anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think he has anything to say. Maybe he does. Do you have something to say, Priya? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to like ramble on,
He
but it's just
said,
like
by our knowledge about what we're saying right now. Pariah, are you there?
Maybe, perhaps.
it is a lie. I do apologize for rambling. I just had like a lot to just say because people do need wisdom from at least people who are younger than us, who are like basically still kind of a teenager, but for us who've experienced at least a year out of high school, they need that wisdom. Maybe they need to hear this, or maybe they don't need to. But it's good to know. But you continue. You
Probably an older
go
brother.
ahead, Mariah. You can
Or
go.
probably need an older brother to say something they don't want to hear, but they still need to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like some people
That's
don't
how my
have.
sister is. I try to teach her good responsible lessons in the future, but no.
Yeah.
Does she listen?
Um.
No. She wants to rant about how much she's better than me, even though I lived longer than her.
Yeah. I kind of understand that, but like I was kind of like a middle child, even though like I'm like the second youngest. I was treated like a middle child. So, none of y'all know, but like when I was younger, I used to get even my family didn't really believe that I would ever even graduate. It's actually really sad to say,
It'd be like
because
that sometimes. You can't lie.
yeah, and I mean I don't know if Pariah's ever experienced that, but um like I was never the smartest when it came to like math or history because I struggled. Mostly because of my ADHD, and my ODD. I didn't like to be authoritative. Like I didn't like the authority like telling me what to do. But as to now, they're like, look at your sister. Like look to my little sister. They're like, look at her. Like she's literally about to start college. She's doing all of this, and you're slacking off. But now my sister's actually able to graduate, and I always knew my sister. She was always better than me in math, but like we would both like pretty equal when it came to education wise. But for me, I just never got that love or got that encouragement. They were always just like, "Oh, just try harder next time." Or my dad would be like, "Why do you have a 70 in math? Why do you have a 70 in this class? Or why are you not trying as hard?" While my
Emotional
sister got
neglect.
A and B's. So
Emotional neglectful.
yeah, but
Oh, girl.
Did you? What about you, Brian? Did you experience something, or do you want to like say something to the new graduates or people who will be graduating next year?
You're gonna cry. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna cry because you're gonna miss your friends. You're gonna miss your high school friends. You're gonna miss your teachers and whatnot. Connections you made in high school. Those don't exist anymore in
Nope.
college. They don't exist anymore. Sure, you might as well still keep in touch with your teachers because they can help you with your reference letter and your resume and whatnot. So people in your soon to be workforce work people colleagues will like, hey, this person came from this place and he has a good reference and whatnot. So that's something I will recommend. Keep in touch with your teachers. Your friends are not going to be there. You're just going to be like, well, we're all going to be in different stages of life. Someone's going to be moving out of the state. Someone's going to be moving
Right.
out of the city. Someone's not. It's not going to be.
People are gonna study abroad.
It's not going to be in the country. Like
Yeah.
Ace just.
Can you?
And
I was also gonna say, can you do like, for the two of us who haven't experienced like college yet, when you get done with that part, but what do the professors do? Like, what are they? Are they like nicer? Like, as in like, what is the difference between how the teachers are in school than as in the professors that are in college? That's another thing. I don't know if that.
okay, well, now we're talking about stereotypes on high school versus college. Okay.
No, I just
So,
know. I'm just wanting to know, like, is there a difference or not?
well, there is a difference. Where I'm at is a college, which is different from a university. College is usually a 2 year. Well, college correction, college is a 2 year, and a university is a 4 year. Depending on your degree, it may last longer.
Yeah.
So if you're in college, don't mind the university part because I'm not there yet. If you're in college, you're gonna be walking around in classes. There's gonna be no transportation. You kind of have to provide your own some way.
That's why I'm doing an
Unless you want
electric. I'm doing an electric
uh,
skateboard. More cooler.
that works. Yeah, you just have to have your own transportation from home to school and back. Metro works, I guess, or if you have your own
I
vehicle, that works.
recommend Metro if you're ready for it, because basically I'm using Metro. I feel fine with it. Basically,
Well, there are some people who don't like Metro, like me. Mostly just because I'm paranoid and I'm a girl. I don't know what you don't know what's going to happen on that bus.
Understandable.
Not just as a girl, but just in general. I just have anxiety of being on a bus. I don't like buses. It's too crowded for me.
Understandable. And
relatable. Trust
the
me, the
teacher
first time, just letting you know, the first time whenever you do a bus, don't just don't be like scared. Just basically keep like, so if you like music, for me, I like to listen to music while I just do anything. Basically, ride my bike, talk to like this, basically everything. So basically, whenever you're on the bus, I recommend you just have one headphones on, so you know what's going on, and you know who's gonna come up to you, because you never know really.
And do not fall asleep because you may forget where you are, and if you do forget, you're kind of screwed.
Or you can get taken advantage of.
Oh, true there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, moving away from the metro part and going back to school.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
We're over here
literally,
teaching them a life
but-
lesson. Don't be sorry. We're teaching them a life lesson.
Yeah.
live lesson for future generations. We're helping the younglings.
The youngins.
Whenever a year
Just leave it
younger talk shit about us, and be like this. Here you little youngins. Back in my day, you used to listen to Snoop Dogg, Cardi B,
Oh my god.
Back
Cardi
in
B,
your day.
Migos,
Back in your day.
Migos.
What you
Dude,
talking about in your day? Back in my day.
you guys remember flip phones and cassette tapes and the VHSs?
No,
I
back
do.
in our day, we used to listen to that stuff, and then like
Yeah.
now in the new
I
day,
used to
they
have
don't
like
even
all my
heard.
Disney movies all on a VHS. It was fun.
Here's the thing: you can even tell the 1-year-old basically these days. They know basically
Yeah,
a
they could-
person
they could be
that's
confused.
in like 2025, the graduation of 2025, you're going to ask them, you haven't even heard of a gosh darn cassette tape. They don't even know what that is. Us
Do
people,
they
we
even know
know.
who Michael Jackson is?
No one knows who Jackson is.
Or Prince?
Ow!
Oh, also, rest in peace, Tina Turner. You will forever be missed.
Fuck.
Like that.
She's the god. She's the queen of rock and roll.
I want to load on the rock and roll.
Yeah.
Brian,
Yeah, I
we
never
must
heard of her.
assassinate. We must assassinate.
I already
grew up
have
on
in my basement. All I have to do is fill it with
Oh yeah,
water.
that's true.
Hey, no,
I
no need for that.
literally
No need for
I
that.
grew up listening to the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the present day because my mom raised me up on that shit. And also, but I don't regret it because some of the older music hits more than the newer music. Anyways, continuing back to college and high school. Also, like, I was just gonna say, if you Brian, stop
Yeah.
singing. If if you're a college student and like or like a university student from like a different place or whatever, like what is are there like any different other rules? Like comment down below if you want. We're not gonna force you. Let us know what it's like at your college or university or whatever, and maybe add some wisdom to people who are going into that. Or if you instead you did Brian,
Sorry.
you need to be quiet.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
instead instead of what is it, like if you did a job instead of college, tell us what you did there and give some advice. There's nothing wrong with giving advice to other people. So that's it. Pariah, continue.
Okay.
By
The
the
difference
night first.
Brian.
Cállate.
Brian, pásame tu dirección para llegar a tu casa.
Ay.
He's telling you to shut the fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
If you don't shut the fuck up, I will glue your nutsack to my door.
Anyways, both of us need to be quiet so that way Pariah can continue.
You have
Yeah,
the talking stick. You have the talking stick.
Do I though? Okay, moving on. Okay, the difference between high school and college teachers is that high school you have several, while in college you have a few. And in high school you're gonna get several teachers for one of every subject, being your core classes, which like 3 or 4, I'm assuming, sometimes 5? Question mark? Not sure. And your electives, why not? But in college you just need 4 or 5 for whatever degree you're planning on getting. For example, you're a STEM major, you're gonna take STEM classes. That's pretty much it.
It also depends on like your career, like depending on what your career choice is. So say like if you're doing like what is it, like computer science, instead of taking like college course algebra like I am for fine arts, you have to take like calculus. It just depends on like your career course of like what classes are gonna be more than like others. So for me, I also have to take two English classes, but they're from the same professor in the same like class. And good thing is for college, you also only have to take it for like 1 year if you're not like me taking 2 classes a semester. But if you do like all your classes in one class in like 1 year, you only have to do it for that year, and then you do your actual career course the rest of your years.
Right.
So.
In college, you also have the opportunity to drop out of classes, unlike high school, which once you're in that class, you're allowed to change like class, change your class, like not subject, just the teacher. But after that, you're kind of screwed. You kind of stuck with that subject. Unlike college, you just like the class. If you don't, just move to a different time zone for that same class, just different teacher. That could work out. Of course, you have to plan it beforehand with your whatchamacallit, advisors. Is that what they're called?
I'll go
Advisors?
next after you. I think so. I'll go next after you. I'll talk about something else though.
The visors. What
No.
about him?
Oh, prior.
What were you talking
What?
about? What were you
What?
talking about, Pariah?
The weird about the Visor thing. You're allowed to like switch out classes to however it convenience your schedule.
There's a name to it.
I think that's the advising people.
Oh yeah,
think
you gotta talk to your counselor. You talk to your counselor because well, at least in high school, I think I don't know if you can to your like I know everybody has a counselor in college. I think you talk to your counselor about asking to change your classes, and then you go to the person who does like the scheduling and everything. Because for me, when I went to go get my classes done, you had to go up to the administrative representatives, and they would schedule you. They would like basically get you scheduled into like sign you up to get your schedule changed or to be like created or whatever, and then they'll pull you into a room and do that unless you do it online, but I did mine in person. So basically that person who does your scheduling will go and like just talk to you basically what you want to do and like what career like what courses or if you're just changing like the professor what you want to do in there. So that's from what I know. I don't know if it has a specific name, but I think it's called like a schedule like I just know that for me it was you had to go to like the administrative representative and talk to them and say, hey, I want to change my schedule, or hey, I want to create my schedule, and then they would sign you up and you would just wait your turn for one of the scheduling counselors or whatever to change it or whatever you choose to do with your schedule. That's from what I know, but there might be an actual name to it, but I'm not sure.
Also, the students in high school versus college is that college they mind their own business. They really do mind their own business.
Oh my god, that's so surprising.
They mind their own business. I'm like,
Because
wow,
like
okay.
literally in school, well, at least from where I had, like you literally touch them or breathe on them wrong, and they literally they just go ballistic.
Yeah, especially freshmen or sophomores in high school.
Freshmen are so annoying because they're acting like literal children, and then in junior to like senior, they just don't give a shit anymore. They're like, we're literally about to graduate. Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
Can I talk now?
Yes, sorry. I'm done now.
No. I said like those are all great points, but there's another version of whenever you graduate, and that's whenever people try to don't go graduate straight up and just go to the workforce like fast like part
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
basically, for me,
Well,
I'm
I did job thing too, but mine was probably a lot different than yours.
try.
But continue.
It's like, okay, here's my suggestion for you guys. People say they don't want to do fast food, but do fast food. My suggestion: Raising Cane's and Whataburger. But like there's also good jobs that pay well, like um, like
Target, Walmart.
McDonald's,
They pick
like McDonald's and Wednesday, because they're so popular. Like they don't even care about blowing $20 a
Yeah.
person.
And
But
they also don't need experience. You don't need to be like experienced, and they take in like high schoolers slash college students that are just starting. Like
you're
they
taking
fast food are like
the thunder
okay.
out of this right now.
I'm just saying like the people in the fast food community are just very desperate in general.
True.
Yep.
Imagine someone making basically straight up just making a new fast food place. They basically call it Billy's Chicken, and basically they over here pestering about how many people. Don't even care if it's a newborn baby. They still do it.
Yeah.
But
Ew.
basically, long story short, if you're going to try to get into the work business, I suggest you go to fast food because basically fast food it might have that annoying neighbors and stuff, but it pays well. Of course, if you're doing full time though too.
Yeah, and you also, I mean, you also have to start somewhere when it comes to jobs. Like, if you work, like, it's best to work on customer service the most because most jobs, like higher rank jobs, like office jobs or like what was it, receptionist and all that, you need to have customer service. But if you're like working as like what is it, like a cleaning lady or like babysitter, you still have to, like, you have to have some sort of like customer service. For me, I worked at a school, so for me, I had to learn how to multitask because I wasn't just working with one person. I was working with the library. I was working with teachers. I was working on in the front office. I was working with the janitors. So I earned a lot of respect for each and every one because I had to do copies one day, and I would be there for like 3 or 4 hours doing the copies and then stapling them, and I actually had to go and give them to the teacher, or I would have to cut out and like laminate and cut out stuff for the library or put up the books, which in actuality, if you were to work at a library, you need to actually have a degree, which I think is stupid. Like, what? I know, like, they showed me how to, like, they told me how to do put the books up in alphabetical order, like if it's a graphic novel or fiction or nonfiction, all that stuff. But working in a school is a lot different than working in like a customer service because for me, I never got that customer service. I didn't earn that really. I didn't really get that. But like if you work, saying like at an airport, you are literally helping the customers depending on what you're doing. Like if you're actually delivering them to their actual like airplane, or if you're like in working in the fast food up there, which I think you might get paid more if you work in the airport. But if you work at the airport, like I said, if you're working as a maid, like cleaner there, or if you're helping like you're moving people, like if you're wheelchairing, helping the wheelchair people, you get tips, like really good tips. But like I said, each job, it just depends. But you got to start somewhere, with or without experience. Always do fast food because they are desperate every day. Like especially during the summers, they're gonna be extremely desperate. That's about it. That's the only experience. That's the only advice I can tell you for somebody who doesn't have any customer service
Here's a big
experience.
experience you could try. Do not ever do retail. Don't ever do retail.
Yeah, people there are assholes.
Me personally, I do not want to work for the fast food. I do not want to work there because I don't want to deal with cashier stuff, and may run into Karens I don't even want to deal with.
Are you work in the back as a cook?
Work in the back as a
I
cook.
can't. I can't even mind my own business if I do that.
Then work as a night shift. There's barely any people then.
Work as a janitor. There
True
you
enough.
go.
People don't even talk to the janitor, so that could work.
No, unless they're like, "Oh, miss, there's a spill. My child took a piss on the toilet."
Of course, your child took a piss on the toilet. Your child's supposed to do that. What do you take them?
No, not in the toilet, on the toilet.
You mean? Oh,
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, like those kids who are potty trained, or like who are not potty trained and don't know how to aim. Mostly talking about the boys.
This is what I would handle. Okay, I will take off my cap. I take off my uniform and be like, "Well, ma'am, that is your child. Go fix it."
That's not how it works. They'll be like, how dare you? I'm just.
I would like to speak to your manager. You take one turn around. You basically like say, "Hello, I'm the manager."
Hello,
Joke's
I
on
am the
you.
manager. Also,
Joke's
you
on
also
you.
gotta learn that in like different positions, like if you are a manager, you get paid a little bit more than the actual like rest of the people in your crew. Like for me, I wish I could work in an office in an office place because I have actual like I've done 2 years of like business information management. Although I know it's like required, but I was really good at the class. And also my dad works as in an office. Like my dad always done that. So, but my actual goal was like to actually like get my own art studio, but I have a long way to go. It's not easy being in the art community. The three of us probably will understand or already understand. It's not easy being an artist. It takes a while.
Here's the thing. It's not. It's basically. Here's the thing. Our generation, we already knew how to be adults, but this new
Yeah.
generation, new generation. No, here's the
Oh
thing.
my god.
Because our generation basically had like good parents that who teach us like very hard lessons, basically.
But there's people like getting pregnant at like 16, 17, and
Don't get
they
me
don't know how
started.
to.
Do
They don't
not
know.
get
It's
me
not
started.
all of them. Now there's not all of those people who are teen moms are bad moms, but there are some teen moms who don't know how to raise their children, and those children are what the teachers have to deal with because they are rowdy. They don't know how to respect each other. They're hitting each other. They're smacking. They're being very disrespectful, and that's not helping.
I've been
So for
there.
those, so like yeah, also, you got to think about if that kid has a disability or not, because it's harder to take care of a kid with a disability than not.
That kid,
So,
no. Here's the thing. That kid might not even have a disability. It's just the mother trying to use that excuse for not to
yeah,
talk about that
and
child.
the kids think that they, since they're outside of the house, they can act a fool.
I'll smack
When
the
I was
shit out of
when I was in
God if they
when I was
come.
when I was a sophomore in high school, I remember this one girl who was pregnant at. I did not know how the comment started out, but I was like, huh, is it just me or is her stomach big? And and then I just kept quiet because I wasn't sure. Because if I said something wrong, I'd be like gonna get scolded by a bunch of girls. I was like, ah, crap, might as well not say anything. So someone pointed it out first. I was like, ah, yes, my opportunity to elaborate on that. Someone pointed it out. We talked about the discussion. I was like, then who the heck is the father? And the teen soon to be mom was like, yeah, my ex boyfriend dumped me because some reason. I forgot what it was. It was 3 years ago. I don't remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
not
like,
surprising. Like, oh, sorry, I forgot you were talking. It's hard to hear your mic. Continue.
testing. Is it working?
Yeah, it's just it sounded muffled for a little bit.
Okay. Currently, the baby should be 2 years old. Currently.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't give a crap. Not being insensitive or anything. I just don't care anymore because it's been 2 years.
But
Should I even be keeping out to teen moms I don't even know about? Not really.
no, because you don't know them unless like they're your friend.
I mean, she was not anymore because we never were close.
Well, that makes sense. My mom told me about this one girl who was like 13 and she was on a cheer she's on a cheer squad. And apparently she had been out and my mom was wondering what happened. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I was pregnant. I had gave birth like a few months ago." My mom was like, "Wait, y'all getting pregnant this early, this young? What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, mom, at this point it's not a surprise. I seen like full on pregnant pregnant kids my age in middle school. It's not surprising anymore, mom." And my mom was just here like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, obviously not. I've seen some shit, mom. School is not like how it was in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's so much different."
At least the moralities of school back in
Well,
the
you
day
have to
were
agree. Back when that. Oh, no. Okay.
the morality a few decades ago were intact. Now it is broken. Our
Yeah.
morality is broken.
Oh no, our
You can
morality,
even.
it's broken.
You can basically. You can basically curse to the top of your lungs, even push a teacher, and you won't get in trouble. There's some
Well,
teachers. There's some.
you would.
No. I get what you're trying to say. Oh,
What happened?
No, I was just saying that there's like there's like some like actually some there's some schools that the teachers don't give a heck. They just let them do anything, even smoke. And I feel like the people from elementary, like it's going like every school's going to be like that in the future. The teachers does not
Yeah.
care.
Also, you gotta also know that a lot of people also still fat shame, and it's stupid. Why the fuck people fat shaming people in school?
That was so
Ugh.
that was so 90s. But
Right.
but I remember you
Yeah.
saying that school back in the school, like schools were not like that. But you had to agree there were some schools that were being race profiling, like racially.
Yeah, like a lot of people were like, you have to be you have to be skinny and all that, blah blah blah. And like I remember, like I grew as I grew older, I started gaining weight because I got off my meds, and like you know, I started having an appetite, and I kept on gaining weight. I was almost 200 pounds, for my weight, which I was like 4'11", so just think that. But now I'm like 5'6", and I only weigh 160 pounds. I'm still technically for my height, that's still overweight, but I'm not overweight because the average, if you think of it statistically, it's like 114 to like I think like 140 pounds. I could be wrong, but you have to go by weight. But I remember in 10th grade, in my sophomore year, one girl was like, "Hey, are you pregnant?" And I looked at her like, "No, I'm just fat. I have a stomach." And she's like, "Oh, well, I just thought you were pregnant because you have a stomach, like your stomach is really big." And I was like, I went home and cried.
This is why I don't ask any girl if they're pregnant or not, because I will get shamed.
It really hurts my feelings because I was just saying, because I am so insecure about like my stomach fat. So for somebody to ask me if I was pregnant, I'm just here like, have you ever even seen a pregnant woman? I am not. I'm just fat, dude. I like to eat. I have a I just like to eat, okay?
If someone
And
tells you
nowadays,
that, if someone tells you that anytime soon, Anastasia, let me know. I'm going after that person. And I'm going to let them know not to mess with my best
no,
friend.
I don't need a man to take care
Well,
of me. I
girl,
can do it myself.
Well, you have a
But
boyfriend, so you're
we can go
basically just letting
hunting.
that out the window.
but it still is just like it's still just shocking that people really out here are just like, you know, just really doing that. And don't get me started, men are like the worst when it comes to I'm just saying not all not all guys, you guys are
Okay,
fine.
okay, okay.
You
I'm about
guys
to
are fine.
say. I'm about to say.
No. I'm not saying all you because not even my boyfriend would do this because if he did I would smack the fuck out of him because he's a hypocrite. Um but there are some guys who are like make fun of girls for having eating disorders and then they wonder why they get fat and you just hear like you gotta realize just be like just if you think of obesity how their health is at risk, just think of people who are very like skinny and suffered with food disorders, and when they're finally able to gain that weight, because there are some people who are so skinny that they're at the risk of infertility, heart like heart problems, their organs would start shutting down, you know, lack of sleep. So like you just gotta think being super skinny causes a lot of health problems, and obesity also causes a lot of problems in general. But the thing is we just need to stop like making fun of people for being overweight. It's not their fault.
But it
Because
is their choice.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like if you're younger, a lot of times some people the reason why they got fat was because they or like overweight was because, you know, they find food and they find comfort in food. But for somebody who was younger, it takes a freaking toll on you. You don't know, like you don't understand unless you are under overweight. You don't understand what it's like growing up being overweight and you having people make fun of you, especially guys. Like, it's already traumatizing for a girl to get made fun of when it's a guy making fun of you. So, like, it's very, it does take a toll on you. So, like, the moral of this story was, like, just stop making fun of people for how they look. If they got acne, they can't help it. If they got, if they got dog feet, they can't help it.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
just
oh,
leave
oh,
people
oh,
the
oh,
fuck alone.
oh, 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 oh,
You
oh,
good?
oh. At the same time, I agree full heartedly what you're saying, but there's also people who think they're that this person, but they're not really.
There are people who like to think that there's someone else when they're not. Like, there are some
No,
people
no, 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 no.
there are some, like,
You want me to explain
hmm?
or you want me to explain or?
Oh, go ahead.
So
That's
basically,
fine.
here's the thing. Sometimes during my last relationship, I did wrong. At the same time, I can be a man and admit that shit. There's some people who can't. I'm the one that can admit that I was wrong. If you're hearing this, I'm sorry. If you want to come back, I get it. At the same time, I promise I'll be better. But speaking of that, I have been listening to So here's the thing. So I'm not trying to say for all women. So I'd say I'm not trying to speak for all women, but there's women who think they're this type of person, but they're really not. What I mean by that is like they think they deserve more than they can even handle. So like they should like they want a Lamborghini or something. They want more money. Basically, I'm not trying to
Mm-hmm.
say the specific word, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't really mind because my first ex was this already. She was it's like
Gold
basically
digger.
yes, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I
Basically,
understand. I
basically, bas-
understand, like, wanting that, but you gotta think, people, it's hard out here.
Oh no, shit! It's hard. You think what do you think I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get up to that rank. I've
Same
been trying
here.
to doing crypto. I've been trying to do more stuff, trying to invest. I'm even becoming an entrepreneur, trying to do this here. You think this is going to be hard? No, I'm going to learn. I'm going to conquer this shit one step at a time.
Let's go.
It
But
does take a while.
with that comes a lot of like ups and downs. So at the same time, I don't really mind ups and downs. All I need is my progression coming up, 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 and up.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's also a shame that not just girls become gold diggers, but there are guys who do it. And a lot of
They
times, not
they
saying
call them
everybody,
sugar
okay,
sons. I call them sugar
the
sons,
sugar babies.
sugar babies.
Um, just in general, there are people who. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a sugar baby or whatever. There's nothing wrong. We're not shaming anyone, right?
Shaming, not shaming. But I am shaming gold diggers. I ain't gonna lie. But at the same
Yeah,
time,
Um,
we're
not
not shaming.
sugar
hold
babies.
on, I'll be right back. You guys continue.
We're not shaming. We're just heavily criticizing.
Yes.
Are we?
Sorry about that. My little brother was up in here. But basically, at the same time, if you ask me about how much money I am, and you're in my car, I'm going to tell you straight up to get out. Because at the same time, that's the most disrespectful thing. Because people might not even want to talk about how much they have and how much they're willing to give. So you get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. All of y'all both are homies. I'll be like, yeah, I'll give you the number and whatnot. Because we homies.
It's like here's the thing. If you're close to that person, no, here's the thing. Whenever you meet someone, what do you usually say to that person?
Hey, my name is blank. Nice to meet you.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
probably
It's a normal greeting, right?
yeah,
It's a normal
the
greeting.
actual normal introduction.
But people. No, no, no. There's some people who just be like, this, like, nah, you're not on my level. You're not on my level. It's like, and then whenever they finally figure out what type of stuff they're on, like, oh, I see you. You over here doing this and this. You could probably come hang out with me. It's like they just want to take the stuff that the men. Okay, I'm gonna say this because this is actually true. Men and women
Uh huh.
men only wants to take whatever that man or female one has. So basically, if this guy has a lamb truck, a whole bunch of money, that he or she wants to have a piece of that action, basically. If you
Gotcha.
get, and
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
it's not that it's wrong, but it's basically, here's the thing. I don't mind just helping like a friend out. Just basically, if you guys ask me for like $10, I don't mind just like sending it to you. That's what friends do. I know you guys got me back, but if it's like a person that I'm trying to get to know, like in a relationship type wise, and then constantly asking me this, and then basically in the moment when I stop, they say, "You broke as heck. You ain't gonna do nothing for me. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff for you since day one," and you're like, basically just
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
straight up abusing me. Hold up, I ain't done talking. I'm still gonna talk my real quick.
No, no, I was just ordering. I was just letting you know I came back from ordering my food.
Yeah. So basically, you heard what I was saying.
Yeah,
And basically it's not that, it's just basically you
let a
think
man
the
cook.
moment I'm like straight up broke, it's like you're not going to talk to me no more. I give you stability, I give you a person you can trust, I give you this and that. It's like, what in the world is it, what in the world what we're doing anyways? It's basically, and here's the thing, I didn't even ask for any type of good, if you guys know what I mean. I just basically straight up just talk to you, try to get to know you. You want to know what my first ex sent to me whenever we first met? And this is back whenever we
What?
were fifth grade and sixth
Oh
grade.
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, she told me in order to literally go out with her, I have to buy her a yacht.
That's the first thing that she said.
No, no, no. So here's the thing. We talked a little bit. Here's the thing. I was we were all children. At the same time, we see a
Like
cute girl, we
10.
might want to ask her out and stuff. That's me. At the same time, whenever I asked her out, she talked to a I don't know. Hold on one second. I recorded. Basically, that's what happened. They basically had her and her friend basically had a talk, and then they came back to me saying, in order to do this, to date me, I have to give her this. In my head, I was thinking about American Psycho. Just basically invited her to my house, having a whole bunch of plastic in my room, and just basically with an axe and loud music.
Ooh.
I'm not lying about that shit. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like during that time, I was like, during that time, whenever you try to start a relationship, you ask your mother for advice, right? Like your parents
Mm-hmm.
for advice. I asked my parents and for that advice. They told me like, what did she say? I told her what she told me. She basically said, "Do not even talk to her for the rest of your life." I was like, "God damn, really, mom?"
Yeah.
It's, and here's the thing: I, as a grown up now, like we're all like, as a grown up now, us doing our own thing, paying our own bills and stuff. I pay a lot of bills. I pay some bills from my home. So yeah, I'm starting
I pay insurance.
that pay shirts. But yeah,
I
for
do.
that for that, I get I get the feeling like if someone just wants you to buy stuff for them, don't even. It's not worth your time. Just move on. If they say they really want you, don't even try to fall for that bull. They don't want you. They just want the stuff you have, basically. And it's like, and here's the thing: women is like it's just basically women and men who think like this makes me sick to my stomach. If it was a legal right to just slap someone, if I don't mind just like slapping someone, it's like I would slapped her because basically she didn't have no right to ask me that type of question. That's
You know,
all I'm saying.
I wanted to add this because I'm defending your story. She would always come, your ex, whatever.
Yes, yes.
She
I don't care
she
whatever you call her. Just call her whatever you want. I don't really care.
all right, Donkey decided
Thank you.
she you know, she would always come to school on her birthday. She would always flaunt, being like, "Look at all the money I got from my family." Like she would have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I'm here like, so you're here being a gold digger when you have all the money in the world from your own family. You know what I get on my birthday? Absolutely nothing. I can't even have a birthday party, mostly because I'm too antisocial and no one's ever asked me on a birthday
I'll
party.
this time there.
So
Whenever it's your birthday,
yeah.
Anastasia, I'll be sure to pick you up. We'll go to a birthday party. I'll
Well,
get you.
I already have an idea as to a party for me. I just like it chill. I don't like it like crazy or whatever.
Be sure to invite
But
me then.
then well, obviously you're literally VIP. Duh.
Yay! Everyone
First,
else friends are
first
not
one.
VIP.
The
I'm
first one.
VIP, nigga.
Yeah. And so but she would always flaunt, especially whenever we went and did choir. She would always flaunt. She had money, and here I am. I only had like a $20 bill because that is the amount my mom could give me. Because, like I said, even though people made fun of me because I smelled or she probably has a bad house. It's like, well, duh, and not everybody's gonna be living the life. I don't live the
Everyone
life.
doesn't live the life. That's the point. Everyone doesn't live the
Like
life.
you that's the thing, like everybody would make fun of me because I was poor. But she always flaunted her money, so I hated how she always acted like, "Oh, I have so much money, my goodness." But where's my money?
You're
Like
broke and
it's my birthday.
you're broke and I'm not. So don't talk to me, loser,
She was literally
loser.
like, "It's my birthday, so where's my money?" And I'm like, "Girl, I don't even care if it's your birthday. I ain't giving you shit. You disrespect
She'd
me."
probably be dramatic saying, "You don't care about my birthday? I'm telling the teacher."
Oh, literally, I want to tell something traumatizing since it's coming up. We're talking about birthdays real quick. I remember this one time,
The
like in
weird part,
elementary. This is why I never got to parties and why I promised myself to never go do parties that much. It was because this one girl in my I believe it was English, but she was passing out birthday invitations to everybody in the class, and she skipped me. She was like, "I don't invite weirdos to my birthday." And everybody just laughed, and the teacher was like, "I'm sorry, but if you're not gonna invite everybody, you can't be passing out those papers. Take them all back." She literally was like, but I have the right to invite anyone to my birthday. We're gonna go out into
we
my
also have
yacht and we're
rights to
gonna
beat the hell out of you.
She literally was like, I literally was gonna invite everybody to my yacht and my dad's lake that he owns because everybody's gonna be lit at my big ass mansion. But I'm not inviting the weird girl. And I'm like, I literally was just like, dude, I don't even know you. Why the hell do you hate me? So, anyways, but yeah, I mean, she was kind of like a money grubber too. But just imagine, this
What
girl
is
was like
that
fucking.
in?
That girl was 5. Yeah.
Wait,
People.
Whoa.
hold up. A 5-year-old said that.
Yes. I was surprised too. I was just saying, like, dude, I didn't do anything. She was like, "We're gonna go out to my lake. We're gonna go to my dad's like boat and everything. We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have parties. We're gonna drink.
There's gonna be a shirtless
all
dude
this like
there.
punch
It's
and
gonna be
stuff. It's gonna be
sexy.
lit." And I'm just here like, what the fuck? I don't care. I was just here like, dude, I don't care. I just want to get out of this class already. I want to go home. I didn't care about no party.
There's a quote from a wise man saying, "The loudest in the group is probably the most like poor in the group."
Yeah, I always stayed quiet, mostly because I didn't have friends back then.
For me,
This was like,
being loud is just me. I don't really mind being loud. At the same time, I'm not poor. I work hard.
I don't like being like obnoxious, and I don't like to like First of all, I never flaunt my money. Like when I had money, like when I had a job and everything, I would ask, "Hey, do you guys want food?" Because like I would order me something, but I didn't want to make my friends feel like they were left out. But some people thought I was flaunting my money, and I'm like, "Girl, do you see the fucking place I live in? I am not fucking rich. I'm only asking out of courtesy because I'm
Courtesy.
trying to be nice, but I'm flaunting my money, sure."
Rich people don't like the kindness. They only like people who just bow to them like queens. For me, if someone
No,
tried to
like
accept,
this girl, she didn't have money either, but I always asked, and they always said yes. So it wasn't like I was doing it willing. I didn't do it like on purpose. I didn't just do it without the permission. I asked permission. So yeah. For anyone who also may think, I'm not a gold digger either. Me and my boyfriend, we don't even like giving each other presents because it's like, oh no, you don't have to give me anything.
you
And they're
don't
like, no,
have
I'm
to
gonna
give
give you
them an
something, but we're like, no,
explanation.
seriously, don't give me anything. And the other guy's like, well, I don't want anything either, but I'm gonna force you to get a present. Well, then I'm gonna force you. It's like literally both negative sides
It's like a
of the
contest with
magnet.
you two.
Yes, it's basically for
Basically,
me and him because we're like we don't need anything, but then we spoil each other.
it's basically like
But
this. I'm gonna give you a yacht. I'm gonna give you a bigger yacht. I'm gonna give you a bigger yacht.
yeah, so I mean we've been talking for like I don't even know how long. We kind of just rambled off while Pariah was just here. Oh, but yeah, like just for
He
like
barely
so,
has a relationship. The last relationship he had, I ain't gonna talk
Hey,
about
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah,
bro,
hey,
I
yeah.
didn't even have
Yeah,
a
you better not.
relationship. This is my
Be honest
first
with us.
ever
Be honest
like
with us,
relationship.
Pariah. Was she a gold digger?
Wait, what?
Was she a
Was
gold
she a
digger?
gold digger?
No.
Was she real or was she actually really nice?
We'll discuss about it after the podcast.
I think I know who it was because I've seen you with her. But
But
I
okay,
say
everyone. If you want to hear this conversation, be sure to subscribe to our Patreon, where we're going to be
No,
starting very,
no.
very soon.
no. He doesn't want to tell anybody because yeah, it's
I'm
so
sorry.
base.
Just
It's
kidding.
yeah.
Just kidding.
But
But yeah,
wait, my thing is for the Patreon. Are we gonna like show art and stuff there? Because like I don't even
yes.
know how that works. Oh,
No, no,
so
no.
my art is
We'll
my
discuss
art's
it.
gonna go
We'll
there.
discuss it after the show. But just letting you know, we're like over an hour right now.
Yeah, yeah. When we started like at what, like 8 o'clock or something. I don't know.
6. We started at 6.
No,
No, 7. We
six. Yeah,
started at 7. We
but
started at 7.
we've been well. We kind of deserve to record this long. We haven't been here for like 3 weeks, so makes
This
sense.
is a basically 3-part show. Basically,
Yeah, basically.
if you want to hear the rest of it, basically, just keep subscribing. We're going to bring out part 2 soon. But
Yeah.
you guys want to end it out
Wait,
here, or you guys want to make a conclusion real quick?
The conclusion is you make your own. You make your own future. Whatever happens, happens, but you don't know what happened. You do not know what happens in the future until you take that path already. So what? And in actuality, just take your time, but also know that that in college, you get to change. You can change your course, but once you're out of college, you can't change that unless you are good at that. But everyone runs at their own course. Don't rush yourself and don't stress yourself out. And also make sure to stay hydrated because summer is going to be hot as hell.
All right,
That's
Pride,
all.
do you have any quotes to give out to the young ones in the future?
Okay, any quotes? Stay alive, children. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I was going to say
Okay,
something bad.
okay. If I had to say a quote for me, you literally. If I
Let
had
him
to,
talk.
if, if I had to say a quote, basically the world is going to be full of unknown entities.
Yeah.
People that's going to hate you. People are going to knock you down. People are going to do this and that. Basically, all you can ever do is just basically shut up. In the society, no, here's the thing. Even society will bring you down. It doesn't matter if you're just this, like basically this person that does like. Sorry, it's just like It's like you do a specific thing, people are gonna hate you or love you for it. All you can ever do is just let it happen. That's all I can say.
How
Basically,
do we, how do we ended up talking normally, then went to college, and then we went on a depressing route?
That's the magic of podcasts.
that's also just life. Things get good, and then it gets depressing, and then it gets good again, and then you're dead.
But thank you.
Anyways.
But I have to say this. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I know you guys want to hear more about this, but at the same time, for that to happen, all you have to do is subscribe. That's basically that's
Correct.
it.
Yeah, you get to hear our annoying asses every day. Yay!
Hell
Correction,
on
you get-
earth.
Correct.
But-
You get. Correct.
But-
We appreciate y'all listening to our rants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. We like to talk a lot, mostly because, well, mostly me, because I don't have a lot of friends I talk to anymore. God, I'm so
Same.
depressed.
Same.
Literally, you
But
guys are the
thank
only guys I talk
you.
to.
But thank you everyone so much for watching. I'd like to thank you to Ace and Pariah. I'm Brian, the little leader in Epic Game Store owner.
Wait,
And I'm just here. I'm just the artist. Pariah is
The
Pariah,
one with me. The one makes.
the co-owner.
If I'm the co-owner, so is Brian. Because
I'm the literal owner of this. I'm basically making my
Both
partner
of
into
you are
this.
owners. I'm just here.
But thank you too. You guys are so much. You mean the world to me for joining in onto this.
That's gay.
You know what? Thank you everyone so much for watching. Nothing else said. Goodbye.